It always seems impossible until it's done. Nelson Mandela. Close your eyes. Picture yourself 3 months from now. Nothing about T1D has changed for you. Your blood sugars are still wacky. The mental gymnastics are still stressful. Cloud of burnout still casts a shadow over your life. T1D still sucks. But one thing has changed. Your ability to handle it. You are moving through your life with new confidence. The emotional burden of T1D doesn't faze you because you know what to expect and how to get through it. When the stress of diabetes burnout starts to creep in, you take note of it, but don't let it stop you from living life. When you know you can handle T1D, guess what happens? T1D becomes so much less of a big deal. I know you are not there yet. I know you may not think the type of freedom is possible with T1D. Right now, you're still having a hard time dealing with the everyday pressure of T1D. Minor annoyances become a big deal. You probably have a hard time believing it will ever be possible to handle everything diabetes throws your way. And you certainly cannot imagine being able to manage T1D with confidence, handling the bumps in the road, no matter how big. I know how impossible this can seem. Almost everyone I have worked with over the past 10 years has had the same challenges. On the surface, each person's struggles with T1D look a little different, but they all fall into the same general category. Almost all are having a hard time handling the stressful parts of T1D. Diabetes makes them feel overwhelmed, burned out, anxious, or some other combination of uncomfortable emotions. Everyone wants to find a better way to deal with their diabetes-related emotions, so they stop getting in their way. I have some good news. Over the past 10 years, I haven't met one person who hasn't been able to handle the emotional burden of T1D. Right now, you may be thinking you're going to be the exception. You will be that one person who won't be able to deal with the stress of T1D. But don't worry. You are not alone. Most people struggling with T1D come to a point where they start to doubt that they'll be able to handle it. They beat themselves up because they think they should be having an easier time with diabetes. Then other thoughts start creeping in. Thoughts such as, if I'm having a hard time dealing with the minor inconveniences of diabetes, how on earth will I be able to deal with the big stuff? Diabetes has worn me down and has taken away my ability to handle stress. I'm just not cut out for all the pressure of T1D. T1D sucks, and I can't handle it. As you read this book, let me ask that you do one thing. It is the same thing I've asked every patient over the years. If you are willing to humor this request, I'm confident you're more than halfway to being able to handle T1D. Ready? Here it is. Be open to the possibility that you'll be able to handle T1D. I have met so many people, including maybe you, who believe they cannot handle the emotional burden of T1D. What handling T1D looks like. You may be wondering what it means to handle T1D, and more importantly, how will you know when you are doing so? I want to set you up for success and describe what it means to handle T1D. Once you see what handling it looks like in real life and what it does not look like, you will start to see how it might be possible to get there. Handling T1D is not some magical place you arrive at where life with diabetes is easy and you never have negative feelings. It's the opposite. To handle T1D means recognizing that it sucks, that it is emotionally taxing and physically exhausting, and knowing you have what it takes to carry it with you and not let it get in your way. When you can handle T1D, you are willing to be uncomfortable and take action anyway.